This is the Norfield 3800 light cutout machine made by Norfield. We use it to cut out all of our fiberglass doors for glass, and we also use it to bore our metal doors because we can't bore those on the door machines themselves. So there's two bits. It's got the metal bit in it right now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to bore a metal door. First thing is most important safety-wise in boring a metal door is making sure that that suction is cut off, because we don't want hot metal getting up into that with all that sawdust. And then the other thing, you put the door on here and you clamp it, and this is a pinch point, so you need to make sure that your hands are clear so that you don't. So you push that to clamp that, then you turn it on, and this button here is for the lock template, which is this. Push it down to there and it will lower it down, and then you push it again to clamp it all the way. This is the latch drill, which is back in here. So you turn that on, and once you make sure everything is all clamped and the suction's off, you just do the latch drill. And this button is pressure sensitive, so you don't want to just jam it in there. You want to go nice and slow. Then you take this over here, lower that cotlet down. Your thumb, turn on the motor with this hand, and then you just have to push this button. It'll plunge that bit down there. Then you have to make sure that that bit is all the way up and retracted so you don't hit this template here. And then just bring it back out here and turn the machine off. Unclamp it. And that's how you bore a metal door. Most of these doors that we have, that they've got different lights, you look at the Therma-Tru book, there's probably 400 different door styles in there, if not more. Okay. But you get away with that by using the same door, but cutting out different inserts. So all of these templates here are different door lights that go for certain pieces of glass. We'll go ahead and cut this one. Now, the first thing you need to do when you come up to the door machine is check and see which bit is in it, because the metal bit is different than the fiberglass bit. So you can just turn the machine on, plunge it down. That's the metal bit. So now we have to turn the machine off and turn it off at the breaker box. And then we can open the suction back up because we're cutting fiberglass. We'll turn this to about this angle here, and that's going to align the set screws up. So there's two set screws in there. You always want to make sure and have a glove on when you pull these bits out, because they are sharp. Just make sure those two set screws are fairly tight, not too tight, but snug. So now we've got the right bit in there. We can power up the machine. Turn it on up here. Make sure it is clamped and that this is flush onto the side of the doors and at the top. Then we'll take and lower the lock template down again and clamp it. And so now we've got the template all clamped to the door. And we bring it over to where we want to cut. Lower that down. I always start in this back corner here. Get the motor started, hit the plunge, Make sure it's all the way through the door, and then just slowly cut it out. Yeah, I always start in this corner and come this way. Turn the motor off, raise this up all the way, so it's all the way and stopped. Then you can lift that up and move it out of the way. You've got to be careful not to hit this button when you're cutting. Somebody raised that up and cut into this. You can see where it's, and that basically ruins the template. That's what happens if you don't do all the steps in the right order, or if you hit the wrong button at the wrong time. Pop that glass out of there, or blow it off, and now it's ready for glass. The most dangerous thing probably is the pinch points, and also making sure that that metal section is shut off.